All wise people know it's rough on the streets. Two violent forces were about to meet. A random act of violence towards another guy you would probably know as a drive-by. 'Twas committed on a seemingly peaceful day, as Al-Qaeda walked down the street, careless and gay. These mercenaries dared anger terrorists and made them indignantly throw up their fists. One of their own lying in a pool of blood, they reverently mourned for their bud. A terrorist made his plan known and said, "We'll have vengeance upon these mercenaries." So this is how an epic came to be. The group planning their new mission huddled around a table eating fried chicken, though there was one large problem in their way, but they could not allow this hindering delay. Unknown to them was the secret location of their rivals in their hilltop mansion. They hired an inside man for the job, easily 6'2", his name was Bob. Torpid, casual, something of a slob. Hungry, always eating, he looked like a blob. He accepted the big task with a smirk. He used his resources and went to work. They met secretly in an empty gully. The quick exchange went down like a drug deal. Hidden on paper, the sight it would reveal. First thing they'd depart on the morrow. For their friend they still felt sorrow, but they'd have some fun before a conflict. Their enemy leader to kidnap they picked. Silently they entered the big hideout. Leave with foe leader and torture, no doubt. In a secret room, to a chair he was bound. No allies, friends, or any help to be found. Two armed terrorists kicked down the door. Kicks, slap, pistol whip, yet there's more. The mercenaries suffered a great loss. Their leader now captured, his name was Ross. Cause horror and destruction these men would. Take out the mercenaries, soon they could. Finally finished with their preparation. Guns ready, they waited in anticipation. Down their faces flowed much eager sweat. For what they would do, they had no regret. Bring terror like Grendel upon Herod. So impatient, they could not bear it. One at a time, they climbed into their car. They drove to a large hideout, not so far. Doors flung open, out the terrorists stormed. With colored bandanas, their necks were adorned. 'Twas never easy for them to be kind. Abandoned in a ditch, helpless Ross you'll find. There was no time to propitiate. The mercenaries of death had a cruel date. But now something happened, unexpected. Ross limped his way back, tortured, neglected. Found his comrade Marcus, and they prepared. The terrorists hopped a fence, not one bit scared. And so the fighting finally began. It was one clan against another clan. One ran to battle with his helmet and sword. Unaware of a sniper, he went toward. With a single shot, he too now was dead. Fallen, lying on the ground, he bled. Ahmed Jihad, being a quick thinker, led them to take refuge in a bunker. After he left and made a strategic move, his gun, in time of need, worthless would prove. So down he went, into an empty pool. The mercenaries thought this was cool. Ranger Rick jumped up and gave a holla.
Kill the infidels! I do it for Allah!
He chased after the fleeing enemies. Marcus running, thinking, please don't kill me. Like a hungry lion after a gazelle, he tackled, tumbling down a hill they fell. With the last of his strength in his finger, a struggling hand clicked a deadly trigger. Mushroom cloud, shockwave, the loudest boom. Ranger Rick sent them to a desolate doom. A costly recompense for those men, never to see the light of day again. That one act caused violent anger to swell. If they'd forgiven, all could have been well. But that is never simple to do. So their rage and fury grew and grew, until it brought them to catastrophe that nothing in any way could flee. Vengeance is an awful, depraved disease, which sometimes can never be appeased.